Thank you for choosing Katie's Intuitive Tarot. I'm grateful to be connecting with your energy today. Today I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross for my Taurus friends. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You may find messages in here for you. Again, this is a general reading, not personal. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is in the About box, okay? Now, I always like to meditate and insist that these messages are for your greatest and your highest good only. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and keep in mind everything that happens in this reading happens for a reason. Now, that being said, Taurus, when I was doing my pre-shuffle for you guys, there was a lot coming through about love and also about your workplace. So love-wise, I got that some of you are living with or are planning to move in with somebody that is in your life. I get that this person is a love interest. It could be, your spouse, your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Some of you are already living with that person, and for some reason, I'm getting guilt. Some people are feeling guilty. Some of you are feeling like, I don't know if this is my long-term person, so I don't know if this is the greatest decision to either stay in this living situation or move into that situation. So take that if that makes sense for you. Also, someone coming back from the past. Some of you are going to be getting communication from somebody from your past, someone that you maybe had a relationship with in the past, or I'm also hearing it didn't pick up, like it didn't get off the ground, sort of speak. But the person that's coming back from your past is interested in you romantically. So just as a heads up, this communication is going to come in quick and totally out of the blue. There's going to be an apology attached to it. And for some of you, you're like, no, I'm not going back there. And then for others of you, you're actually thinking about giving them a chance and investing in this person. Okay? I heard follow your heart's desire. Also, some of you are definitely dealing with someone that has darker hair. Sometimes it goes up in a ponytail, so some of you are dealing with somebody that has longer hair. Okay? Now, when it comes to work, oh my God, Taurus, you are looking great. You are looking great at work. You are an asset to wherever you're working, or if you are working for yourself, whether you're an entrepreneur, you have a side hustle, whatever the case may be, you are freaking rocking it. You are shining. Also, some of you are getting a promotion or have got a promotion or a raise. If not, that is coming. That is for a lot of you. So that is great. Keep up the good work. Some of you are going through a healing phase right now where you're working on yourself. Also, we're all adults here. There was a lot of sexual energy that came up for me. Some of you are having great sex. So you go, Glen Coco. That's amazing. So lots of energy. Again, lots to do more about love. Some of you, again, are in a situation where you might be moving in with somebody, or you just moved in with someone, or you're considering it. So there was a lot of that energy there. Anyways, I'm going to get into it. We'll do a Celtic cross and see what's going on. I've cleared the energy. We'll see if that stuff comes back up. So, Spirit, greatest and highest good for Taurus. Celtic cross. 10 cards. Yeah, see, lots of you are planning. Breaking the deck right away, I get the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So there is a choice here, absolutely. Are you going to go left? Are you going to go right? Some of you may be planning to move a little bit farther out than expected. Maybe this person is already kind of long distance to you anyway. And I mean, long distance is different for everybody, right? Long distance could be an hour away. It could be 3 hours away. It depends on what you consider that. But there definitely is planning, making a decision, and planning and moving ahead. Messages for Taurus for their greatest and highest good, please. One more shuffle. Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Walking away from a situation. This is usually something I always consider the bottom of the deck to be something you don't see coming. All right, but we are going to clarify. So with the Celtic Cross, the first card that is coming out is your current situation. And that is the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. And I will go through and explain all of this, but this has to do with you doing great foundationally, stability-wise, when it comes to money, financial investments. And I mean, I was seeing that. So that's pretty consistent to start off with. Now, your challenge. Ooh, the challenge is the moon. Interesting. The moon has to do with mysteries, unknowns, what ifs. Something that is hidden behind the surface, beyond the surface. Okay. We have a need to focus on the worlds, cycles, karma, divine timing, endings and new beginnings. Some of you may have a business, or also you may be, like I said, entrepreneurs. Maybe you're into social media, things online for other people to see. Exiting the Five of Swords. Beautiful. I don't want to fight anymore is what I'm hearing. Or I don't want to fight this feeling anymore. I'm also getting that. Strengths, the Knight of Swords. Fast, clear, strong communication skills. Beautiful. Near future, justice. Yes, beautiful. Things equaling out. Karma. Getting what is rightfully yours. Standing in your peace. Advice. Death. Interesting. And not to worry, this usually doesn't mean physical death. This means the ending of a situation. A change. Right? Like I said, I feel a lot that has to do with someone moving or thinking about moving. Could be, you know, it's a death of a cycle of being in that house or being at that apartment or living with that person. Okay. So advice, temperance, lots of beautiful energy here. Looking at the dark and the light. It takes a lot of self-realization to be honest and open enough with yourself to see your dark and your light. And finding the balance between the two. Lots of major arcana. So this is big changes, guys. Big changes. Hopes and fears. Ten of Wands. Not surprising. I mean, as some of you know, I'm a Taurus too. And I mean, we like to overthink a lot. We put a lot of burdens on ourselves, right? Heavy energy. Worried about things not working out. Potential outcome. And again, this is potential. It could change. Potential outcome, 8 of Swords. Interesting. Being stuck in your own head. No judgment here. I'm very much similar. And I mean, again, the bottom of the deck was the 8 of Cups. So walking away from something. For some of you, it's walking away from a certain relationship. And a relationship is with a person, place, or thing. It doesn't have to specifically be your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, right? This could be anything. This could be walking away from a job that you really love. This could be walking away from a friendship that no longer serves you. A family member that no longer serves you. None of that is easy. But we are going to clarify. So let's see. So like I said, your current situation is the 10 of Pentacles. And stability, stability, stability. That is the way we freaking roll. We like to have our ducks set in a row. We like to have money set aside for a rainy day or when shit hits the fan and, oh my God, I have to redo a window or put in a new air conditioner, whatever your case may be, right? I need to get a new alternator on my car, whatever, right? Your stability looks beautiful. Your financials look airtight, beautiful. It's something you can always fall back on. And the beautiful thing about that is you have, it shows like, it looks like there's a dog here. Oh no, it's not, it's a vase, sorry. No, just kidding. But there is a family here. So whether that be your actual blood family, whether that's your friends, your tribe, your soul tribe, who you're close to and you consider your family, you have lots of support. Now the moon, your challenge. Like I said in the beginning, oh, sorry, my knee just cracked. So like I said in the beginning, some of you are keeping thoughts, feelings, worries underneath the surface, trying to keep it to yourself as much as you can. You know, at least for myself personally, we always like to plan or worry for the worst case scenario. At least I personally do as a Taurus. But this is something that needs to come to light because you have the right to share what your thoughts and your opinions and the things that scare you or you're worried that blah, blah, blah won't work out, right? You have the right to share what you're thinking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify your moon and see what's going on beneath that surface, okay? Can you clarify the moon for me for Taurus? What are they keeping behind the surface, underneath the surface? Tip of the iceberg I'm hearing. 3 of Cups and 8 of Wands when I'm breaking the deck. Friendship, collaborations, communication. There's something that you need to say to somebody. The moon for Taurus. Oh my God, bottom of the deck. The moon. None of your freaking business. Freaking guys. I love it. Tauruses are Tauruses. We're stubborn as shit. It's none of your business is what I'm getting. the moon for Taurus. Do you want me to put... Yes? No. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, see, I can't make this shit up. There's something you need to say. All right. This is a Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords has to do with unbiased judgment, you having clear boundaries, having direct communication. All right. So there's something that needs to be said to somebody in particular, and you will know who this person is if this message is for you. Now, the swords are air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may or may not be dealing with one. This may be the person you need to speak to, or it may be a strong placement in your chart, okay? I'm getting that. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Now, also what came up is actually Taurus, our card, the Hierophant. That represents us, but it did come out in reverse. Now, usually upright when it comes to the Hierophant, that has to do with lots of conformity, tradition, spiritual, being close to the universe, spirit, God, whatever your thing is, right? Being dedicated, collaborating, but this was in reverse. So some of you need to say that you don't want the social norm. Some of you need to lay out on the table, just as an example, I'm getting right away from spirit. I don't want to be one of those people that go and get married and have babies. That's not my thing. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm not traditional in that way. A piece of paper is not my vibe. 1717 on the clock when I said that. Google that. There's an angel message there for you. So some of you need to say, I'm not looking to do the traditional shit that lots of other people do. I want to get married and buy a house and have babies and have a white picket fence. Some of you, that's not your vibe. That's not what you want. And some of you are a little bit nervous about saying that. But you need to be upfront and honest with what your wants and needs are. Right? Very important. And it is interesting that I'm saying that because the other card that came out, and it came out fumbled like this, and it's the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands has to do with marriage lots of the time. Also, it could be celebration, harmony, home and family. But it came out fumbled. Some of you are like, I would love for you to be my partner, but I want an open relationship. Again, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have babies. Some of you, that is totally your vibe, and good. You do what you freaking want to do. Right? This is pretty specific. That is for sure. Okay, let's move on here. So let's go to the world here, because this is what you need to focus on. So I want to get clarification on that. Can you tell me more for the world for Taurus? What is the world for Taurus? Having to do with ending cycles, ending chapters, starting anew, divine timing. Again, some of you are traveling, or like I said, some of you are moving. Lots of dark hair in the cards as well. So some of you may have dark hair, or some of you are dealing with someone that has dark hair. The world for Taurus. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. Fire sign. A passionate message. And that could be the communication from the person in the past that I got earlier. But, okay. the world for Taurus. What else? Woo. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, this wants to come out too, so let's just let it be, right? Let it be. Some of you guys like the Beatles. So needing to focus on is the 10 of Cups, and that is your happiness. That is what you want. What will fulfill you? What will bring you into alignment and have a blissful family bond or relationship, divine love? And again, some of it is you guys speaking your truth and saying, I don't want the white picket fence. I'd rather have a relationship where I come home to you, but I mean, we're open and there's other people on the side, right? I'm getting that for somebody very strongly. You also want give and take. All right, the Six of Pentacles. Lots of, I'm getting lots of cup energy, and cup energy is water. So some of you are dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And then again, of course, we have lots of our energy with the Pentacle. Pentacles are earth signs. We are earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you're looking for a give and take, a sharing of wealth, receiving and giving, right? This is a balance between abundance and receiving it with others and with yourself, right? You don't want to be the person that's always stuck being the brunt of the person that does everything in your household, as an example. You want someone that's going to help you cut the grass or get groceries or whatever, right? I try to make this as general as possible. You want you want reciprocity is what I'm hearing. I feel like we all want that. That's for sure. Now, there are two others that popped out here. So what do we got? Ooh, we got the Hermit and the Lovers. The Lovers has to do with, of course, love, harmony, relationship, alignment, choices, partnership. Also, some of you may be from a different cultural background who you're dealing with romantically. And you have looked inwards and have thought about this a lot with the Hermit, because that has to do with soul searching, solitude, introspection, inner guidance, seeking wisdom, right? It is a big decision. It is a very big decision, what you are thinking about right now. That is for sure. All right. Now, I want to look at your Justice here, because that is your near future. Let's get another deck. Okay. Show me the Justice for Taurus. Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. Ooh-wee. Like the major arcanas here are freaking real. You guys are going through a giant change. Justice. Tell me more about the Justice in the near future for Taurus. Any of you that may be going through anything legality-wise, you will come out prosperous is what I'm hearing. So if any of you are going through any kind of legal shit or whatever, it will come out in your favor. Now, bottom of the deck, I have the Star. The Star is getting what you freaking want. Ultimately, wish upon a star. That is your star. That is your dream. That is your wish. And that is what is coming, and you do not see it coming. Wow. The Justice is Libra. The Star is Aquarius. Also, again, there is an online or famous kind of, lots of people know you, like you could be in the limelight or dealing with somebody that is in the limelight. Again, a lot about, I'm getting a lot about like social media. So maybe you have a lot of followers. Justice for Taurus. All right. All right, the Magician. But this is in reverse. Interesting. Again, it was something that you don't see coming. Some of you are in a situation where it was like, oh, like I really wasn't expecting this to happen, but it did happen. And you're not complaining that it's happening. It's wonderful that it is happening. It's just something you didn't think was ever going to. Some of you feel like this, I don't think this was ever going to happen to me. Take that if it resonates. I'm hearing that for somebody. And a whole bunch of them came out together here. So let's see what we got. So we have the Four of Pentacles. This goes back to your main challenge. This has something to do with you holding back. All right. Some of you are holding back and saving your money, saving pentacles, saving coins. I mean, we're pretty famous for that anyway. Yeah, see, because you have so many options. We have the Seven of Cups. You have so many options, and sometimes that does create confusion. Also, some of you may be dreaming vividly. Pay attention to your dreams if you are a vivid dreamer, because there's usually a message in there for you. Some of you feel like, oh my God, like I have so many choices. I'm not sure which direction I am going to go. The moving thing keeps on coming back up for some reason. So again, that must strongly resonate with some of you. And then you also have the Fool here. Again, that all has to do with new beginnings, jumping and taking a risk. I'm ready to walk over that hill or whatever the case may be. And this is a risk that I'm willing to take. Again, she's got like an Ace of Wands in her hand. So I'm sorry, it keeps on coming back. Again, we're all adults here, but someone has amazing sex. Amazing. All right, show me the advice. Show me the Death for advice, please. What is Taurus? What chapter is Taurus closing? And what do you not want to look at? Because we've got the Two of Swords when I'm breaking the deck. It's a choice that needs to be made, but it's like, I don't want to look. I don't want to do it. Oh. Yeah. See, some of you are in a situation where it is hard to look at this. Some of you are either dealing with somebody that is really toxic. You may, or someone that you're dealing with may have some kind of addiction problem, right? If it isn't toxic, if it's not an addiction issue, then it could just specifically be a Capricorn. Tell me the Death for Taurus. Yeah, see, the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck, so it's come up again. And also the Lovers used to be called the Choice back when tarot was invented. So there definitely is a choice here. Death for Taurus. What else? Yeah, that's way too many. Let's see. 4 came out over here. So the 8 of Cups in reverse. Deciding not to walk away from something specific. Let's see what else. What else do we say here? Okay, so the stars come back out. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. You are not walking away from someone or something that makes you very happy. Some of you are going through a renewal. After having a certain conversation that needs to be had. I'm hearing laying it all out on the table. And you're not walking away because it's really dark, but she's like pouring looks like 2 cups of tea. 2 cups of tea. She's not alone. What else came out here? Yeah, see, planning. More 3 of Wands. And also more hot beverages and another cup there. Again, moving. Some of you are moving. Some of you may be moving or live near like a lot of water. We got the Queen of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Very strong, again, sexual connection. Very exciting, charismatic, passionate. And it is going to work out with the 3 of Pentacles. It is going to work out. It's going to take time, work, collaboration, give and take again. Interesting, too, that there is a lot of repeated 3s. So there may be a third party in this situation, and whether that is like an overbearing family member, someone here is a workaholic, someone here is dealing with or has an addiction issue, and that could be the third party, right? But it is going to work out because you are going to work this together. All right. Now, I want to go to your potential outcome, because the potential outcome, 8 of Swords, I don't know if you can see, but this person is all, she has got like twine rope wrapped all around her. She's got the swords out in front of her as if she is trapped. She also has a blindfold on. I feel like this is getting in your own head. Feeling like you're stuck. The thing is, though, is that you're not stuck. Look at all of these swords around you. You can easily use one on the side and cut the twine off, right? Get your hands free and then take off the blindfold. We are, at least myself, very guilty for getting in our own head and thinking, oh, we're trapped. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. You can. You can. And you will. Tell me more about the 8 of Swords, please. Can you show me the 8 of Swords? Oh my God. See, yeah, look at this. Breaking the deck. Ace of Swords, the truth. Ace of Cups, love. This could be love with a specific person, someone that you are in love with. This could also, and more importantly, be self-love. Again, lots of you are going through a phase of healing. Some of you are trying to take care of your body a little bit more, working on your mental health. Self-care, I'm hearing as well. Good. Eight of Swords. Some of you are worried because you're in love and you don't want this to hurt you. What if it doesn't work out is what I'm hearing. And it's hard because, again, we are overthinkers, but I understand you being worried about what if this doesn't work out, but what if you don't take a chance? Right? You're not going to take a chance, and then by not taking a chance, you'll never know. Can you live with that? Just a thought. 8 of Swords for Taurus. 8 of Swords. Thank you for these messages. 8 of Swords. Another Justice. You are definitely getting your justice. You're getting what you deserve in a good way. The Knight of Pentacles. You are going to do this, but you are going to be very slow and steady with your actions. And again, planning. And the Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's us. See how, oh, okay, I need to get through this forest to find this sunflower, and here is my roadmap for it. And I'm going to follow this path to get where I need to go. And you are going to do it. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes we are a little bit slow with our actions, especially when it's a big decision and a big plan. You are moving forward. Slow and steady wins the race. And we have the Lovers. Again, it just keeps on coming out. So again, for lots of you, this does have to do with the decision in love. Am I going to move forward with this person? And am I going to move in with this person? Is this going to work out with this person because of the choices, right? But again, oh my, it just keeps on coming up. The sex. You go, Glen Coco. Holy shit. It's like I'm getting like a wave of heat, like as if I'm having a hot flash or something. Oh, and I know sex isn't everything, but it's really good here. You know what I'm saying? This is going to work out for you. It is going to happen. Lots of you are going to be going ahead with this move. And even though you may be doing it slowly, it's something that lots of you, even though are scared to do it, are ready for this new chapter. Wow. A lot going on, Taurus. But a lot of good things. As long as you, my loves, as long as you stop self-sabotaging and get out of your own head. I say it with so much love. Again, I'm freaking same. Get out of your head. Again, I heard earlier, follow your heart's desire. Follow your heart's desire. So there's a reason for everything, right? I'm getting that. Tell me something good. Tell me that you love me. Yeah. There's a lot of love here. And I think you're going to be ready to make that jump. Because again, if you don't, you never know, right? If you don't, you never know. All right. I don't want to keep you very much longer. Ooh, this is something that I came up with. I'm going to use these category dies to see if we can get some letters, initials for people that you may be dealing with, or it may be one of your initials. All right, let's do it. C, O, I, N, F, T. All right, so you may have one of those initials, or the person you're dealing with may have one of those initials. And final words for Taurus. What they need more of, what's coming. Final words for Taurus. Damn straight, luck is on your side. Longing for home, belonging. Oh my God. Home. Emotions are running high. Absolutely. Because you have a lot of planning and a lot of choices to make. Understandable. Taurus. Woo. Bottom of the deck, desire. Number 3, you may resonate with the number 3. Can't make that up though. You definitely have the desires, and the desire is equal give and take. It is definitely reciprocal when it comes to your sex life. Whew. We've got number 23, abundance. Again, financially, you're looking freaking awesome. Keep up your good work. You are an asset, okay? Some of you may enjoy your wine. We have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Of course they do. And that's why we've seen this roadmap. You are planning accordingly. Beautiful. What else came out here? Aw. We have hope, number 38. Lots of repeated 3s again. Lots of 3s. Hope, daffodil. Some of you may really like daffodils, yellow flowers. And you do have the hope. I know, like, you're overthinking it and worried and it's like, what's going to happen? How is this going to go? I don't know. But deep down, just back in the back of your mind, at the bottom of your heart, you do have that hope for this to work out. Try and look at the glass half full instead of half empty. I know it's easier said than done. And there was one more that came out. Surrender to the divine. Interesting. So again, lots of you are spiritual or believing if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. The universe will bring me what it brings me. And again, I'm hearing that Beatles. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Taurus, this was beautiful. I really hope it resonated. I hope it helped. Like, comment, subscribe. All of that is so appreciated because I'm not getting very much headway, guys. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to do it anymore. So please, I would very much appreciate like, comment, subscribing. And again, if you want a personal reading, send me an email. All my information is in the about box. But besides that, I'm thinking about you, Taurus. Take care.